feels a bit cheaty, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at things.
Yeah, that's how I look at life, really. I do like the Korok, like the new Korok, like where you have to get them to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
It allows you to like use like
Yeah, but like as a huge like Wind Waker like person, um, I'm a little sad that they made like in 2 games in a row the Koroks just kind of like a collectible that don't even have like their own names. Cause like in Wind Waker, the game that they're introduced, they're like an entire like species, like the Rito or like they're actually like the wind associated people. So it's like weird that the
huh.
Rito are the wind people in now because in Wind Waker the Rito were the fire people. And the Gorons weren't in the Wind Waker, or they were, but they didn't represent like an element.
I found a fossil.
Um, found a fossil.
Oh,
Oh my god,
and then I just got something by Graffle. Yeah, diamond.
nice.
Thank you. Uh,
Um,
yeah, that would be cool if they had like their own like quest line or temple or something, dungeon I
yeah,
guess.
like I wish more of them because when I saw them with backpacks in the trailers, I saw like a theory that they actually were gonna like give you like quest lines and stuff. And
Mhm.
they kind of do, but not like not really.
Yeah. I miss Cass. I haven't found him yet. I don't
Is
know
he
if
not
he's
in it? I
not
just haven't like gotten far enough to like actually like know if he's like certainly not in it. I haven't seen him, but
I don't. Like, it'd be crazy if he wasn't because like he was such a big part of the first one. Like it seems like it'd be a bit of an oversight to leave him out.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe like
Yeah, like he doesn't have to play the same role, but like I feel like he's probably in it somewhere. Or there's at least I'm sure somebody who like says what he's up to.
he was in that Rito. That's for sure.
It is a little weird that he or not he a lot of people in the game kind of like address you as if they've never met you.
Yeah, I've heard complaints about that, and I do agree. It's like I'm Link, dude. I like saved your village like
Yeah,
5 years
yeah, not
ago.
even like a village, but like the world.
Yeah.
It's I think the time skip between the games is like literally just the time between the 2 games like that it
Really.
took to release. It kind of fits. There's like one like the smoking gun is kind of like when you go to Terrytown. I it's like there's like you know the guy who got married to the Gerudo.
Yeah.
Uh, they have like a child that grew up kind of
Oh
um
wow.
and they look pretty old. They look like they're about like 6, maybe even 7.
I have to go to.
They
I
can like
I'm
talk
looking
to you
forward.
and stuff.
Akala is like my favorite region of the Breath of the Wild, so I'm looking forward to going to Terry Town.
I'm like I just got to that part. I've barely explored it. I've gotten like I think a few of the quest lines, but I haven't done any.
Yeah. I just like fall, so I like the leaves there. Oh, I see some diamonds on this thing. Let me go grab this before I forget about them.
But I feel like that's a pretty cool detail. That also makes it so that this is like the oldest Link that's ever like linked.
Yeah, he's a full adult at this point, right?
Yeah, because he was like they generally make him around like 17, 18.
Mhm.
I think for like the older Link, and then I think young Link is usually around like 10 to like 12.
Yeah, he's like an old man
Somewhere
at
in
this
there.
point.
Yeah, so
He's
like
like
this Link's like got to be like what, like
start having back problems.
24? Yeah, he just like me for real. He 24.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like that's pretty cool because it kind of fits that it's like an older game. It kind of reminds me of like Twilight Princess, but not. Like it's like not really related to Twilight Princess at all, but it feels similar.
Has a vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping in the teaser trailer they had like that saxophone part that was really awesome.
Hmm.
I hope that melody appears in some time in the game because that was an awesome melody. I don't think it has yet.
Yeah, yeah. The theme for the game is incredible. Like I
Yeah.
love the new theme. Actually, like another complaint I had was that the Breath of the Wild music did not feel like Zelda music. And Zelda music is very like iconic, you know, like every Zelda game has like so many banger themes, and like Breath of the Wild had a good soundtrack, but it just like kind of was like something you'd like meditate to. Um and Tears of the Kingdom, like will like actually sometimes in the overworld like will like play like the Zelda like the Legend of Zelda like dun dun da 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 da
Yeah,
da theme like at like random times, and I feel like that's super cool.
yeah. I haven't had that happen for me yet. I actually quite like that. Yeah, I think like the Minecraft approach works probably best for this kind of game, where it like comes in every now and then
Hmm.
and kind of correlates with the
Yeah,
frame
it's
rate.
not like nice to have it repeat constantly, but it's like a kind of a rare like you can tell it's like a rare play.
Yeah, I really liked the
Um.
horse riding themes quite a lot. I'm assuming they're going to be the same, but
Hmm.
they were.
Yeah.
I don't
I
ride.
also like when Link cooks food, he'll like kind of sing like old school Zelda songs. He'll like hum like the Song of Storms or
Yeah,
like
I read about that.
Zelda's Lullaby or stuff like that. It's like because I played the whole series like for the past like year leading up to like this game coming out, and it makes me super happy that I did that because there's a lot of like I think things that they put in for like old kind of like fans.
I should have done that. So that's a good idea. I'll do that for the next one.
Felt like Breath of the Wild was like a huge like reboot, and like Tears of the Kingdom kind of like backtracked a little bit and made it like less of a like sort of like tied it back to the old school
Yeah,
like games a little bit more.
made it fit a bit better. This is a giant cave you found.
Hmm.
This is definitely better than the one I found.
I'm running out of places to like go in, at least in my end of it.
I do like like the powers you get, where you just have like a guy walking around with you now
Hmm.
when
The
you
new
get to level
powers
up.
are so cool.
Hmm.
The Breath of the Wild ones were like really fun. But I kind of dig that they're like the new ones aren't as overpowered. It makes it so you kind of have to like uh plan out your routes a little bit more, and you know, like it's almost
Yeah,
like as a kid like you want to do everything, but like like restraint's kind of good, but you don't like want to restrain yourself.
yeah,
Breath of the Wild like feels like that, where it's like it almost gives you like tools that are like you don't want to not use them.
yeah.
But it's like kind of cool, like it kind of like gives you like a different gameplay experience to not use them.
I just like having like people fight with me. It's fun. Um,
Hmm.
like those like encounters where you both the encounters where you like fight with like a mob of Hylians, and then the ones where it's just like both the like the
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah.
or like the Zorai, where it's like both the Zorai Guardian thingies as well as like the Bokoblins and stuff. So like, but they fight each other and you're like a third party in that fight. That's always I like those ones a lot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I always try not to let them die out.
CPM veins.
And I think they can die too. It's sort of sad.
The people, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they die, but just get knocked out. I had one where like a lot of them like there's only like
Poor
three
guys.
left at the end. I was like, oh, that was a really bad hero of you know Link, I guess. We have enough diamonds to make a chest plate now, by the way.
The hero of Link.
Yes, the hero of
That's
Link.
what this one is.
Yeah.
They all have their own title, but this one is just like phoned it in. We've got the hero of time and the hero of Twilight and the hero of what's your name again? Link. We're all Link. Well, I'm Link too.
We have this one.
Okay, that's the hero of Link, I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
this one's like called the hero of Calamity or something.
that would make sense.
Yeah,
Kind of had a
I
lot
could
of
be making that up. I don't know.
that fits. You know, there's been a lot of calamity in his time. He
Yeah.
defeated Calamity Ganon. He he's Link.
It's weird that they just randomly started calling the Malice from Breath of the Wild Gloom now.
Yeah, I
Like, I
I'm
don't think I've heard
assuming
a single
it's
person call it Malice.
yeah, I'm assuming it's different. I'm assuming it's just like the red con or like it's like oh this is like Malice, but it's actually Gloom this time. Ho ho ho.
I feel like the prevailing theory, like prior to Tears of the Kingdom coming out though was that like Malice or yeah, Malice was like the same thing as like because there's kind of been like Malice looking stuff in the other game that's never been called Malice.
Hmm.
And I feel like that puts like a fork in that because it's always been like kind of like assumed that it was the same thing, even though it's been like kind of with ages like called different stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a Phantom Hourglass boss named Bellum that looks like it's made out of like pure like malice energy, and I think they call it just like nightmare like energy or something in that game.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like a staple then. I guess maybe it's like like Link and Zelda, and just it's the same thing, but actually it's different each time. I don't know.
Yeah, like it feels like they kind of try to tie the games together, but only like loosely because they don't want it to like um they don't want it to like impact the story, but I think they kind of like try to want to have like a world with like consistent rules, like somewhat.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I like how they do it.
Yeah.
So they can like make a new kind of story, but not, but like
Like
stick.
you'll notice like every time because there's a lot of like past stories in like a lot of the games that like contradict each other.
Hmm.
Like a lot of like origin stories at this point, and Tears of the Kingdom actually seems like it's gonna be like another origin story from what I've like kind of got the vibe of so far from those certain cutscenes I've seen. I'm not super sure, maybe
Yeah.
not. Um, but like the origin story like seems to always be like in at least four different games. Like the first tribe was from the sky, like they're like a wind people, and they came down from the earth, and that happened in like Skyward Sword, and that happened in Twilight Princess, and that happened in Minish Cap, and that happened in Tears of the Kingdom, seemingly.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other thing is like the future like is always like super fantasy, and like knights and stuff, and uh like the past always has like robots and stuff. Like almost like the past is like the future in like the
Yeah.
Zelda world.
Maybe a way to take it is that it's like the Legend of Zelda, so like you're playing the legends rather than like what actually might have happened. So it's kind of like you're playing the story of what happened rather than.
Yeah, so it's like doesn't like it makes sense that it doesn't exactly line up because it's
Yeah.
um
It's a
like
myth.
like it's almost like an unreliable like narrator sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of those movies when like someone's like, wait, no, he was wearing like a blue coat or whatever, and then like the color of his coat like visually like changes.
Yeah. Kind of like yeah.
Like that's why like the map is always like has like the same locations in every game, but they're never in like the same place,
Hmm.
like relative to each other.
Yeah. No, it's just that's just how the world has happened. The world did it
Yeah.
like that.
Like
Okay.
that same volcano just like, travels around like it has legs.
Yeah. It's a quantum. Uh.
19 diamonds, nice.
Yeah. I've been doing
I'm gonna
pretty
get
good.
some water. I'll be right back.
All right. Hopefully you do not get AFK killed by. Oh God, that scared me. GG. shit.
Hello.
Hello.
I am back. What's up?
Phoebe was slain by Tommy SX while you were gone.
Oh no.
He also said GG really late after the kill. I don't know if this is a trend or something. Um, yeah, but like,
Maybe it like mutes you for the first like whatever after you kill someone.
perhaps. Well, right when
It's
you
like a
left,
piece of tape over your mouth.
right when you left, I said, I hope you didn't get AFK killed, and then like instantly somebody died, and I was like, oh,
Could you imagine?
that would be unfortunate. A little bit funny because of the timing, but otherwise not preferable of a situation. Okay, so I have 14 diamonds. You have one, right? Or do you have? Did you? We could make a chest plate and pants right now, perhaps. Oh wait, I just found another. I found two others. We can make. Let's see. Oops, I said GG twice. Now I'm the one saying it really far after. Okay, with that, we can make chest plate. Thanks, TJ. Thanks, TJ. Chest plate and then boots and helmet, perhaps.
I actually was holding out for a while, but I finally caved and got the Zelda limited like Switch or whatever
Oh,
for
really?
myself as like a graduation gift. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
just really like how it looks. It's like super pretty.
Yeah, they did a good job of making it like something you want to buy.
Yeah, I know, right? And I know they're gonna like announce the Switch 2 anytime, but I'm low key hoping like the Switch has like another good like year, 2 or 3 in it now that I did that.
Yeah, me too. Cause it, I don't
And I
know.
wouldn't mind. Oh hey, I found diamonds. That's cool.
Awesome.
1, 2,
I'm a little
probably
stingy
2.
myself, so. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would not have been able to do it if I didn't get a
Oh,
lot
I
of
need to heal.
like. Uh oh, you good?
I got almost killed by a creeper on 1 heart.
Oh man, that's not good.
All right, well, there goes a lot of the gold I mined. Oh well.
No worries. I've been there.
Yeah.
Um, but I've never actually like had a Zelda console before, or any like themed console. But if I got one, it probably would have been like Zelda or Pokemon, maybe if it was like a Game Boy. Um, but because like I always like got my consoles like around the time that they came out, and that was like always like the basic like black or basic white one,
Yeah.
and like they would always release like the cool one later. And that was like the first time that I finally pulled the trigger on that because the freaking Majora's Mask like 3DS sells for like $600 right now or something crazy.
Jesus.
I know,
I need a,
500,
yeah.
$600.
I didn't get a Switch until like a year in.
More diamonds.
Oh great.
This is where
Freaking,
stuff finally happens.
yeah. I need
I
to go
feel like
back.
I transferred my like bad luck to you, and you transferred your good luck to me.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go up to the surface and get apples.
How do you like
Cause
them apples?
I don't like them at all. They're painful and keep me worried that I'm gonna get murdered.
Supposed to lie to spare my feelings, man. What are you
Oh, I'm sorry. I like them.
even
They're very
doing?
nice. See you next
Oh
episode.
man, a whole nother episode.
Wow.
But yeah, I really like how that one looks. A lot of people